Before I get into the bulk of this video, if you do want to pick up a copy of this game for yourself, you can go to the links down below in my description. Because you are a TC Gaming 16 viewer/subscriber, you get an exclusive 10% discount. Right guys, today into the video, going to start our timer just to make sure that we don't go over time. But today, it doesn't get any easier for us. We are now taking on South Africa after taking on New Zealand in the first game. Personally, I thought we didn't do too badly against the Kiwis. It could have been a lot worse. I think in the end we only ended up losing, I think, by about 50 runs or so. And this is when we were chasing a 300 plus score. So I thought we did pretty well for ourselves. Won the toss today, decided to bat first, see if that's going to make a difference. I mean, hopefully it can go and we can bat through to a decent score. We're going to really need these two, Tommy Cooper and Ryan Ten-Doeschate, to stand up for us, because they are the big game players. They're the guys who can play against, you know, the likes of the Kiwis, the South Africans, the big guys. And yeah, not really working out for us so far. 3 for 33. We were 2 for 22. Perfect opportunity there to go and discuss, obviously, the great Richie Benaud, his 2 for 22 catchphrase. But the group that we're in, it is going to be quite hard. We've got Afghanistan in here, so hopefully we can go and pick up a win against them and maybe go and beat, you know, someone like Bangladesh, or just cause an upset of some sort. Like, I know with the team that we have at the moment, the quality's not great, and I really don't believe that we have a chance of probably making it into the top 4 or making it to the knockout stages of this World Cup. But it would be nice to do, you know, just upset someone, just upset one of the bigger teams and, you know, just cause, I guess, a bit of a stir. Because that's always good. I mean, people love the underdog story, and that basically is what we are. I don't think we have enough underdog status, though, or enough. We just don't have enough power. I mean, like, we've got, obviously, those main players. We've got, like, Ten-Doeschate, the likes of Peter Boren. We've got the good bowlers, but the batting is just lacking just a little bit for us. I mean, we really need Ten-Doeschate and Tommy Cooper to score majority of our runs. If they go and do that and score a few runs, then we are going to be in a good position to go and post a decent score. But without them, we don't really have too much else. And that, I think, is just the problem that we've had with this Dutch side. Is just, I guess, the depth more than anything. And especially when we saw Peter Boren go down with injury towards the end of, I think it was the first class season. And then we also saw Ten-Doeschate, who was very fatigued, but basically he needed to play, because if he wasn't bowling, if he was just batting, he's still a very key member of the side. So just needed something. Barassi, that is the best I've seen him bat. He only picked up 2 boundaries, but 40 off 64 has really got us, I wouldn't say into a good position, but into a respectable position, because, you know, it is, as I said, it's always going to be hard against these top tier nations. We're going to need someone to really stand up. Ten-Doeschate is doing that for us today. If someone like Swart, you know, as Ten-Doeschate goes and passes 100 there, so well done to him. If Swart or like Tommy Cooper, maybe even Myberg or Peter Boren stood up, scored some runs as well, we could have been, you know, in a lot better position than we are in now. Saying that, though, to be 213 for 5 off 47 overs against a South African side that does have a very good attack. You've got to remember, these guys have got Steyn, they've got Morkel, they've got De Lange. It's a very good, it is a very good return. And I mean, as I was saying, we probably have the bowlers, but it's just the batsmen that don't really go and back us up. But 230, so again, batting very well against, I guess, a team probably well above our ability level. So all we need now, I mean, this game, 230, on a pitch like this, probably not the best score in the world, but if we can go and pick up a couple of early wickets and get rid of Smith and Amlar, you know, get rid of key players like De Villiers, etc., etc., it is going to make it probably a little bit easier for us. And we do, I mean, maybe then we still do have a wee bit of a chance. Jamal's been expensive so far. I think he's gone for 24. Here's an opportunity for a catch, and we take it. So that really is what we needed. That's what I was talking about, just getting that breakthrough early on, and hopefully just, you know, really going and try and contain, because this pitch does look like it's quite good for spinning. And remember, we do have 2 frontline spinners in the side as well, so potentially they could come into play a wee bit later on once the power play is done and dusted. And who knows what could happen when they come in. Could be very, very interesting to see what does happen. I want to keep Bakari going just because he is bowling very well. And if he can pick up either Amlar or Peterson here, you know, inside the power play, we are going to be looking good. But maybe just 1 over too many as he goes to 13 off that last one. I was going to say, I don't even think I have another seam option, but I do have Ten-Doeschate. Ten-Doeschate and Boren, I think, are going to bowl probably quite a few overs today, just to go and try and and get us through and get us a breakthrough. You know, these guys are guys who have played, you know, against these top tier nations quite often. They know them quite well. Obviously, Tendeskada, a native. I think he's actually, yeah, he is a native South African, but obviously playing now for the Dutch, just due to, well, you know how that works. Obviously, you play, I think it's I think if you play 4 seasons in a domestic league without playing for your international side or without being called up for your international side, you can change, obviously, you can change that nationality, I believe. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think it's 5 years in football, but yeah, just 4 years in cricket, I think. So Imran Tahir, probably one of the most well-known players to do that in recent times, shall we say. The Pakistani, obviously now playing for South Africa. Not in this squad, but definitely is a big part of the South African limited overs plans going forward. So we've just got to try something, throw the dice, and that's why I've gone given the ball to both spinners. Run rate's 5.5, required run rate now under 4, so really needing some wickets to go and just get something going, because yeah, we're not going to contain them at this stage. Just 97 needed now, so it's down under 100. And just, yeah, I mean, containing overs aren't going to do it now. We need some wickets. And I think against bigger sides like this, like the New Zealand side, obviously, as a South African side today, and sides that we will come up against in the rest of the tournament, wickets are really going to be key. Because, I mean, containing against these big attacks that have these class lineups, like I did say key players, obviously, before, and I was just talking about AB de Villiers, but you've still got Duminy, you've got Du Plessis still to come. So, I mean, there are plenty of class players should one fail. I mean, should Amlar fail, should de Villiers fail, you know, you've still got Duminy, you've still got Du Plessis. So, you know, there are plenty of options there. There's another opportunity for Soler, but it has been put down by Barassi. Ripton hasn't bowled very well today at all. He's gone for, I think he's gone for about 58 off his 9 overs so far. Hashim Amlar goes and passes 100 like that. And, Soler, come on, just let him bowl another one. Jesus, they only need 1 run. And there you go. They've gone and got it just like that. So South Africa win by 8 wickets. But again, we've put up a very good fight to get there. Well, South Africa only got there in the 42nd over on what you would pick as a very good batting pitch. So Amlar with the man of the match. Tendeskada with that 114 not out. I thought he was very impressive as well. Just really needed someone else to stick around with him. You know, one of the other top 4. Just to go and score a few runs as well. So now that that's done and dusted, we will go and have a quick look at the league table in just a second when we go and actually get through to there. So taking on Pakistan next time around at local ground. Don't know what that is. But head to Group B. And as you can see, currently 7th. Afghanistan up above Bangladesh. So that is very surprising. But we still have Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and Bangladesh left to play. So hopefully in those last 4 games, we can manage to go and hopefully try and pick ourselves up a win somewhere along the lines. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description, along with the link to get the 10% discount for this game. Hope you've had a good weekend. Make sure you tune in later today. We've got our first career mode video on FIFA 16. Make sure you tune in to find out who that is that you guys have voted for. As I said, hope you had a good weekend so far, and we'll see you later.